Hey guys, Tony Ray right here again at our Backwoods Homestead, and this is part 4 of our repurposed stove to a kitchenette for the cabin. As you may see, Patty and I got this thing pulled down here in a little, it was funny. We didn't video it because it's too hard. It took both of us. We didn't have a way to film it. So we got it down here with the four-wheeler and a little cart that we had, and it was very tedious because it was about 150 feet from the house. So as you can see, we placed it in the cabin because we wanted to get it down here and fit it in. And so on this video here today, we're going to be doing some more painting. As you see, I painted this, and we're going to put another coat here and one other coat here. I've got to put some paper up over here. But we wanted to get down to the cabin so we could work on it in place, so we could kind of see how things were going to look in here. So I'll be back with that, and a little bit more. We're going to do some more things as well today, so I'll show you what we did. Be back in a minute. Got all of this draped off. I've wiped this down, and I've sanded this before a little roughly. But we're going to put another coat here, just really light, real light coat. This is the third coat of this enamel paint. It's coming way back here about 10 inches. I don't want it to run. Not going to take much more paint than this. And the humidity right now, it's 60 degrees, and it's really great for painting. So that's all I'm going to hit on that. Didn't take a lot. I need to put a little tape right here. So I'm just basically touching up what I've already done. The countertop I actually cover all this, so I'm not worried about overspray there. I just don't want to get too much in there. So. So let's let that dry. I'm going to get something put over there, and I'm going to spray all this at once, so I'll be back and I'll spray that top. All right, so we're going to let that dry. I got some other things I'm going to do in here. I can't really do anything with it. I am going to oil the countertop, and I'll be back with that. I can do those things. That needs to be oiled, and so it can get conditioned. And I'll be back. I'll do that, and I'll do some other things. I'll show you the refrigerator. We just got it in yesterday, so I'll show you that. Okay, guys, back, and this turned out really great. It's just a tad tacky, but it's really dried really well. This is dried really well. This is pretty much dry, so. That's dried for about 2 or 3 hours, and I took a break, so I'm back, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this countertop. So let me get over here and do that. Okay, guys, that sun comes in really bright. So you see my countertop there that would have already stained, cut out while that's other drying over there. So I've got this Howard cutting board oil. I'm going to season that. And with this, and I've already put one coat on it last night, and I'm going to put another coat on it. And then it calls for up to 4 to 5 coats. And then I'm not going to put any polyurethane or anything like that on it, because this is all you need to season it. It's not really going to get that wet, and not a whole lot of things are going to be cut on it. So I'm going to get my rag, put another coat on this. You can get the also get the wax if you really want to put and I might do that. It's like a beeswax, but you can see that this is really soaking in. So I'll let that dry overnight and sink in, and I'll come back tomorrow and put one more coat on it. And then that should be pretty much it. Like I said, I might put the beeswax on it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be back. Hey guys, Tony Ray right back. It's the second day of part 4. And we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. As you saw in the other clip, I had got all this painted. So now this is all dry. I mean, it's slick. And I'll get a close-up on this for you. And I've got my countertop, 2 coats. I'm going to put another one on later today. But I'm going to walk you through what we're going to peel some of this tape off today. And we're going to put on our little decorative plates that we made. And I'll show you how that goes. So I'll be right back with that. And we'll get down here closer so you can see it. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to get... these are the little decorative things. They actually go on cabinets. Now you probably saw what we had on the other one. I'll put up a little picture to show you. And they were all rusted out. So the plates that were on there before were metal, and we made these out of wood. We just painted them black to match the trim down here. All the way, you can't see it because I got it taped up. And we just made them out of wood. We're not trying to restore this thing to the stove the way it was. We're keeping it pretty much like it was, but we're replacing some of the rusty pieces. So I'll show you how this goes on. Right down here, I had a little bitty plate, and it had these things that turn like this that would adjust the wick for the kerosene. It was a kerosene stove. So the way we did this is Patty measured all this out, and we cut these out. And it's just wood. So basically what we're just doing is covering up, see there? We're just covering up the holes. You have to adjust it a little bit. And it's just a decorative piece. That's all it's going to be. It's not going to have any function. But that's how it's going to look right there. So I'm going to put all the other ones in. Then I'll come back and show you how that looks. Okay guys, as you can see, that's how that's going to look. Now I'll post up a little picture right above to show you what it looked like before. But that just makes that look a little bit cleaner than it was. And this used to be, you can adjust them too. So I've got them pretty much, they just hang. So this used to be this color here, same colors up here. Well, you can't see it. So I painted that green. See how that gives it kind of a bold look now? And right behind that, where you see that right there, that's what that color used to be. So I think that's going to look good. It's just a little decorative things that we came up with just to cover up those holes, and because all that was rusted. So that's how that's going to look. And let's see, I'm going to go up and get the oven door and bring it down here. Not sure I'm going to be able to install that yet because we're still working on a way to mount those hinges. So that came out really good right there. So I'm going to pull all this tape off and see how everything looks, and we'll see how it came out. All right, guys, I'll give you a little close-up. Got all the tape off. Now we still have a little work to do. So that had all tape. That all came out pretty good. There's some little tape right here I got to take off. But then I'm painting this right here by hand with a little black brush with enamel paint. So that came out pretty good. A couple little spots right there that I missed, and my tape was too far, but I think I can touch that up. All these little things in here we're not going to fix. You see some of that rust. What I'm going to do is sand it a little bit and then put a top coat over it, a clear coat. So those came out really good. And then this came out good, the sides. You see all this, I'm gonna paint by hand. This, I'm gonna tape this all off and spray paint it. Either this color probably, just the whole thing, because I can't get it off because it'll break if I try to get it off. So there's that top piece. Still got a little overspray up here I need to clean up. But all that, you can see how shiny that is, that enamel paint. So you got our wood in there. There's a wood piece in there. All that's pretty much finished. This I'll paint. But all the green pretty much done. It's looking pretty good. It's shiny. It's kind of new, but kind of old. So that's kind of cool how that came out. And then once we get our countertop in, it'll all set it off. So I'll pause it a minute and come in the door and I'll kind of show you. That's basically where that thing's gonna sit. So when you walk in the cabin, this is what you'll see. That refrigerator's gonna be over here, I'll show you that. So that's, it's only 21 inches deep, so it's less than the shower there, so that's kind of what you'll see when you walk in. Toilet will be there, and then shower. So we got this little refrigerator from Lowe's. We got it yesterday. And that's gonna go up under there, and I'll slide it all under there and show you how it's kind of gonna look. So let me get back with that, and then I can touch up all this paint later. There's no need to show you. So I'll be back and I'm gonna set everything up and show you kind of how it's gonna look. Okay guys, I just kind of dry fitted all that. That's kind of how that's gonna look right there. That refrigerator will go over just a little bit more. But we've got to build a platform right down here to raise this stove up so the refrigerator will go up under it. Right now we just got it on these little pieces of flooring like this. So we've got to build a little platform for that. But that's kind of how that's going to look pretty much. And then I'll get the door on, and then just a little more tweaking, a little touch up on the paint. So that's just our sink dry fitted in there. And then you can open this, and then you'll be able to get to your sink right there. And then that other one, things that dish liquid and stuff like that. So there you go, guys. It's coming along. It's looking good. And it kind of fits on that wall really well. So when you walk in, it'll move down just a tad, because see, here's your door. It's gonna move over probably about 2 or 3 inches, a little bit more. We just got it pulled out so we can kind of work on it. So that's a little stove worked out really well. And then in here we'll have, you could put bread in there, and I may make a couple of shelves or one shelf just to put other stuff in there. Could be anything. So I just got a few more things to do. I'm gonna paint this and get all this overspray off, but really happy with how it came out. And I got to see what else I'm gonna do next, and I'll be back. Came back down. Of course, you saw all this was drying. That's pretty much dry. So I did paint that little thermostat, and I put tape over. It says 100 degrees right there. It's pretty rusted up, so I told you before I couldn't get that off. But I think it's gonna look better since I painted it. Probably gonna call it a day. I did get another coat on that. So I'm gonna mount those little handles on there, and that can act as a serving tray and also fit in the sink. So let me do that. There we go. There's a little tray. Make use of everything. There we go. All right. That's probably all I'm going to do today, guys. I think I'm going to end this video, guys. Part 4. There'll be one more video, but I won't bring you back until we get this door put on. It goes like this, like that right there. That's our last thing to do. And then I showed you a mock-up of what it's going to look like, so we probably won't show this until we get the walls done and this in place and build our platform. So I'm trying to keep these videos down under like 18, 19 minutes, somewhere in there. So we've still got to do this. But I want to wrap this up, and we'll go over everything, an overview once we get the walls up and everything and the plumbing in. And then we'll show you what it looks like with everything in the cabin. So as always, thank you guys for supporting our channel and commenting and subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate that. And we're growing slowly and we're having fun. We're having a lot of fun doing this. So this is Tony Ray and Patty right here at our Backwoods Homestead. And we'll see you on part 5, one more video, and then we'll show you what it looks like when we get the cabin done on the inside. Okay? See you then. Thanks.